this is the part where I usually quit, but I'm going to talk about why I'm not trying to, and I'm trying to overcome that and push through. So this is the part where I usually quit, and the reason I usually quit during maybe a couple months of trying really hard at something is because it actually gets very strenuous for me. But I realized if I can overcome this, I can overcome a lot of things. So I'm actually adopting a new mentality. I'm adopting the mentality of where I don't quit at something, and I actually want to see the long haul results of it for years to come. So this is just John O, and today I was going to ask the question, is this any sort of part in your life where you usually quit on something when you are maybe a couple years into doing it, or like me, a couple months into doing it? But usually I've noticed that this is where I usually give in to not just laziness, but burnout. And I've noticed it hasn't been too long that I've started this channel, but the growth that I've seen on it is actually fine enough for me to obviously beyond just keep going, because I actually truly am passionate about making videos. But the thing is about quitting too early is I've noticed that in the past I've actually done it many, many times before, and it's actually hindered me before because whatever I was quitting on, it actually didn't actually fully get to grow and actually flourish because I actually just stopped doing it. And that could have actually been a good way into actually as long as I was doing said task for a long period of time, because the reason that I usually would have given up in the past was I didn't see a result immediately. But now I'm realizing that you don't actually have to see a result immediately to actually want to not quit. And actually, if you don't quit, you're actually doubting anything that has to do with not getting success. So the main thing that I want to take away from saying this is that if you actually push through and try to overcome things, you will actually see that you can actually fully make sure your growth will actually come true, and whatever success barriers you'll be having, you'll actually overcome them, because a big success barrier can be quitting. Once you quit early enough, you actually notice that you didn't actually give it a long enough time to actually fully see with what you were trying to do see with what you were trying to do through. So you weren't sure if you were actually doing something correct or incorrect. And actually, the best case scenario is to always keep going with whatever you're doing. You should not even just do it for maybe like years. Let's just say you do something for years. Let's just say I make YouTube videos for 10 years, or 10 years to come, I'll actually make YouTube videos. My actual goal and my actual system that I'm building, I'm actually going to be doing YouTube videos for the rest of my life, actually, because I actually find that the more that I don't want to quit on making them, the more that I find them entertaining for me to create, and the more that I find them better for me to actually have as something that I've always wanted to do as some sort of artistic pursuit. And this can actually go into many aspects into my life, But it's actually much better that I actually stay in for the long haul of a lifetime, which is actually quite long for some people, and they usually give in early. But I'm actually not going to do that, and I'm actually going to stay as long as I can. Anyways, tell me in the comment section below if you've noticed anything about wanting to quit something soon or too early, or if you've actually stayed as long as you can and actually seen the results you want. By the way, this doesn't actually mean that you actually always want to get a certain result and you will see that result. You will just see a result in general, which will be better than no result, and it's always better to see a result than no result. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Just John 00.